What was the first night you played in Vegas? Give me the first one.
I guess it was in the 90s, and it was pretty nutty because we were considered too New York, forgive me for saying this, but too intellectual for Vegas. They thought it was foolish to book us there. And then our first night in Vegas at the Bally's showroom, the celebrity room, sold out.
Sold out.
Did very well.
In Bally's. That was your first casino that you worked in?
Yes, and also what's great about this is we have the record for the most tickets sold in the same room Sinatra played. And the reason is because Sinatra had friends and we didn't. So we sold every ticket. He gave some away.
That's amazing.
That's how we beat Sinatra.
That's how you beat Sinatra.
Not having friends. That's the way you get over the top of Sinatra.
So you were headlining right from the get-go, or did you open for somebody?
We headlined right from the get-go in Vegas. In Atlantic City, we at one point opened for the Temptations. But
what was that like?
It was wonderful, wonderful. And we also got to do a show, and this was such a thrill, with B.B. King, who is, in my opinion, pathologically nice. He is the nicest human being I've ever met in my life. And being backstage with B.B. King and seeing Lucille and seeing all, his guitar.
Of course.
It's just the most wonderful thing in the world.
It has to be.
Yeah.
So who else was in Vegas when you were there headlining? I mean, obviously was Wayne Newton. This is what we're talking about that.
I know Wayne since we got there. I don't think you're allowed into Vegas without being vetted by Wayne. Yeah, all the we were there early enough in the 90s. And we got to play the same room when Dean Martin was still playing there. And, Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, my
I remember
gosh.
coming backstage once, and I just had Mike Tyson in our green room.
Yep.
I came back once, and Rodney Dangerfield was in a robe in Teller's dressing room. And I said to Teller, I didn't know you knew Rodney Dangerfield. And Teller said, I don't. He had come down to gamble in his bathrobe, and
why not?
Why not? And he had a young woman with him who wanted to meet Penn and Teller, and he said no problem, and brought them back into Teller's dressing room. Of course, all the security guards, it's Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah. We were thrilled, but it was an answer I did not expect when Teller said, I don't know him. And then he was in the dressing room, and Teller and I visited with him a little bit, and met the woman who wanted to meet us, and then we got changed. We went home, and there was Rodney in Teller's dressing room in his bathrobe.
In his bathrobe?
Yeah, he would come down and gamble in his bathrobe, yeah.
Because he's Rodney Dangerfield, and who's going to tell him to put some clothes on, right?
I didn't want him to put clothes on. I thought he was funnier in a bathrobe.
It's a better story.
Yeah, much better story.
And it was terry, right? It was a terry cloth robe?
It was one of the hotel robes.
One of the hotel robes.
And the high-quality robe there.
I'm sure. I'm sure the Egyptian cotton thread count on his
probably
was probably amazing for his sheets.
And probably when he takes it home with him, they don't even mind.
Of course not. That doesn't show up on the bill. It doesn't show up on the bill at all.
Along with what videos you watch don't show up on the bill, as you know very well.
There are no titles, apparently. There are no titles, but there's prices. I never understood.
That's so strange.
You know what I mean?
It's so strange. And I wouldn't think Avenger would cost $35.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.